SEO is great, but before you really invest a lot into it, there's something you should know. Hey everyone, I'm Patel, and today I'm going to break down advice every online business owner should hear before starting SEO. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to this channel, and if you're on YouTube, click the alert notification. Look, SEO is long term. You need other traffic sources to make money before you succeed with SEO. At my ad agency, NP Digital, we help so many people grow their traffic. But I tell people, hey, if you're starting off and you need sales today, SEO is not going to provide that. It is a long-term approach. Now, let's go over what you need to generate sales now, which will make you cash, so you can then take that cash and invest in SEO. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't start doing SEO right now, because in the future, it's one of the highest ROI marketing channels out there. But still, you need to start doing stuff right now to generate those sales, because you can't wait 6 months or a year or 2 years, depending on the keywords you're going after, to really get the results. First, you need to learn how to convert visitors into buyers. If you can't convert visitors into buyers, then it doesn't matter how much traffic you get. And if you can't get your conversion rate high enough, the economics won't work out, especially with paid advertising, because the costs are continually rising, especially after COVID. I remember right after COVID, like a year later, Google had an earnings report of like a 60-something% increase in ad revenue. That's how expensive ads are getting. Now, most people raise money for sales and marketing. That's what people don't know, especially in the startup world, right? But you see all those companies on TechCrunch and sites raising hundreds of millions and sometimes billions of dollars. That money is typically spent on sales and marketing. You don't really need $1 billion for engineering when you're a startup, but you do need it to scale your sales and marketing. And you need to have a conversion funnel with upsells and downsells. That's how you get the most out of your revenue. The upsells and downsells, the key with that is speed and automation. So let's say you're selling wrinkle cream. If you're selling wrinkle cream and you help people get the results faster, they're going to be happier. And if you can help them get it in more of an automated way so they don't have to spend hours putting on cream every day, maybe through some light therapy or something, I don't know, I'm making this up on the light therapy because I don't know much about anti-aging cream. That's a great upsell, because speed and automation really do help boost conversions, and it increases your overall cart value, and that can generate you more money. If you're a service-based business, a conversion rate increase through upsells and downsells. For example, at NP Digital, when someone comes to us and says, hey, Neil and team, we want you to work on SEO, we may upsell them on pay-per-click. We may upsell them on Amazon ads. We may upsell them on conversion optimization. That's ways to get more upsells. And as long as you're producing results, people will gladly take you on those upsells and downsells. Second thing that you need to know, search engines give older websites more authority and more placement. Now, there's no guarantee that if you're an older website, you have more authority than a newer website, because you could be a brand new hot website that everyone wants to link to and talk about, but that's usually not the case. Typically, the older sites have much more authority. And no matter how much money you have, you can't easily buy that age. You just have to be patient. And that's the thing with SEO. It is super effective. The ROI is massive. And that's why we have one of the fastest 500 growing companies according to Inc. magazine, because SEO works for customers and our results are proven. But I can't buy you the rankings the next day. You just have to be patient. Sadly, I wish I could. And you'll find that it takes time to build that authority, build that trust, build the rankings. And what really helps with that is brand building. And you'll find that the bigger brand that you build, the more word of mouth that you'll get, the more better conversions you'll get. Just like if you copy Amazon's design and you just change your company name from Amazon to something else, Amazon will still have higher conversions than you because of that trust factor. So you got to be patient and you got to work on building your brand. And you're probably wondering, hey, how do I do this? Well, first off, you have to stay in business for the long haul, right? If you stay in business for the long haul, you're going to be better off versus just doing something for the short term. Third, don't take short-term gains for long-term losses. I remember years and years ago, Warren Buffett sent out a letter to his CEOs telling them, that, hey, if you have an option to make money in the short run, but it hurts your customers in the long run, don't do it. It's going to create a worse business in the long run. So sometimes you have to take some licks in the short run to make sure that you're doing what's best for your business in the long run. Now, when I look at my ad agency, NP Digital, we've had a lot of people in the last 6 months to a year throwing offers to give us money and financing and invest in the company. But a lot of the investors don't understand the long-term approach. It's not necessarily that they don't get it. Some of them probably will if I explain it to them. Some of them won't. But the point of the story is I haven't taken on capital because I'm a big believer in doing what's best for the long term. I'm willing to take losses to really please people because I know branding is everything. Just like I had a lady call me up, around 6 months ago, and she's like, Neil, your team sold me on marketing. I'm really, really tiny. And this is when we started our SMB division. And they sold her on a package that was a few $100s a month. We don't sell marketing that cheap. I don't know why a sales rep did that. So I spent my own time and some of my team's resources going above and beyond to help her out to try to make the economics work for her so that way she can make money even though we lost money. And that's what I mean by doing whatever it takes to really succeed in the long run, right? If one of my team members messes up, that's on me. I need to go and do whatever I can to clean it up, even if that means it's going to cost me money. So another thing, and this is a story I want to tell you, is the Amazon story. Back in the day, Jeff Bezos is like, I want to release reviews on Amazon and tell people what other people think about the products, have the star ratings, let people leave reviews. People are like, you're crazy, that's going to decrease your sales. But you know what that did for Amazon? Well, you do, because Amazon's one of the biggest companies in the world, and Jeff Bezos is the richest person in the world, at least at the current moment. So doing what's best for your customers wins in the long run. Fourth, create a better mousetrap, as marketing is becoming too expensive. Look, I'm a marketer and I'm telling you, it's just going to keep going up and up. So you got to figure out a better mousetrap. For example, Zillow, they weren't the first real estate website, but they beat a lot of sites like home.com and realtor.com. And how'd they do that? Well, they built a better mousetrap with their Z estimate. And that was amazing. And that got a lot of people to come over to the site like, oh, this is roughly what my house is worth. When you look at neilpatel.com, there's a lot of other blogs on marketing. I released a marketing tool, Ubersuggest, and I gave away what my competitors charge $20, $30, $50, $100 a month for, mainly for free. That was my mousetrap to get a lot of people over to my website without having to continually spend money. And you can do some things that are very similar. There's sites like Code Canyon that can help you put tools on your website, which can help you get traffic, and you can give away stuff for free. And you can buy some of these tools for $10, $20, $30, $40. They're not going to be as good as what Zillow did or what I did, but it's a start. And then over time, you can invest more money to making them better. Now, if you have any questions around these strategies, leave a comment below. I'm here to help out. If you want my team to just help you grow your traffic, check out NP Digital. And if you enjoyed the video, like it, share it, tell the people about it, subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much.